she was really proud. After like 4 seasons, she can finally say my name, which is cool because it has like 4 silent letters. So, go you, yeah. My story, I really had no idea what I was going to tell, but I guess this one is going to be Lutsen. So this story starts on a Thursday. My mom ended up calling me. I had just gotten in from a run. I'm one of those crazy people who like goes out running for fun because I think it makes me healthy and stuff. Anyway, she called me and she had some really bad news. She told me that my grandma was in the hospital, which was really shocking because I had no idea that she was in the hospital. Apparently she had been there for about a week or so, and she had been given her last rites, which is Catholic for saying she's probably not going to make it. So I didn't really know what to do. I lived 4 hours away. She was in the cities. I was in Fargo, and I was just kind of like, well, do I go down? And my mom's just kind of like, I don't know how long she has left. It could be 3 days. It could be a couple of weeks. So just go to school. Try to do life, because life has seriously been sucking for you lately, which was a true story. Because for the past 3 months, I had been dealing with cockroaches in my apartment. We had tried to get them out. We had an exterminator. They were still climbing all over the dishes and in my laundry and biting me at night. And so I had like mysterious bites that I had to get like a serious antibiotic steroid for, because the doctor had no idea what it was either. So she's just kind of like, you know what? You got enough on your plate right now. Just stay there. So I go to class, and I'm really trying not to freak out, because freaking out is something that I'm kind of doing during this period of time, because I have PTSD. So I'm kind of always randomly going into panic attacks in which I just kind of sob uncontrollably. And then pretty much after I get done with school, I've just sort of had it. So I make a phone call. One of the greater parts of the things that have happened during this part of my life, which I call the part that seriously sucked, is that I met this guy. I knew him during high school. We met at a con in which I pointed to him and said, "You look familiar." And he looked back at me and said, "Yes, you do too." So we stared at each other until we found out that we went to high school together. We had like one class, but then we started hanging out. We get to be 5-year-olds together. We like jumping up and down and climbing trees. So recently, when my life was sucking, he just said that I could call him up and talk to it, because he's kind of a hipster, so he likes to hear about bad stuff. So I called him and I left him a message, just kind of like, well, my grandma's dying and my day is kind of going to crap and I don't really know what to do, but I'm really happy that I get to leave a message on your answering machine, because I always feel like I have to put like a happy twist on whenever I'm telling him stuff. It's to make me feel better more than him. So I'm driving home when I end up getting another phone call from my mom. She actually thinks that she has called my sister, which makes the news that much worse, because she just kind of says, "Can you tell your dad that your grandma died?" And I'm just kind of like, "She did what?" And my mom's like, "Is this Jackie?" And I'm like, No, it's not." My mom's just like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "In traffic." And my grandma's dead. She's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna call your sister." So she hangs up with me because she doesn't really believe in me being on the phone while crying and driving at the same time. And I'm not even through traffic when I get a call from the guy I seriously like, and he calls me and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'm just like, she's dead. She died. I just found out, and I don't know what to do. And he's just like, "Who's dead?" Because apparently he hadn't gotten my message. He was actually calling to see if I wanted to go camping, because we're 5-year-olds together. And he's like, "Oh, don't worry. Like, Just come camping with me. I think we just kind of like leapfrogged the whole she's dead kind of thing. I think he just sort of thought that I was being funny or something. I'm not sure exactly how this happened. All I knew is that he thought that Lutsen was about 3 hours away from Fargo. So I call my mom again. And I'm just like, I don't know what's happening. I keep freaking out. And now I'm out of traffic. And my grandma died. And the guy I liked asked me to go to Lutsen. And she's just like, just go. And I was kind of stunned because she and I don't have the best relationship. We're usually like at odds with each other. And I always feel like she's trying to tell me to like buckle down or get serious about things. And she's like, no, your life's going to hell. Your grandma died. Go to Lutsen. So I Googled it. And Lutsen isn't 3 hours away, it's 6. But I really didn't care at this point. I took a handful of clothes and I shoved them in my friend's car because my car had broken down a couple of days before after trying to kill me for a couple of months. Transmission, those things suck. So I began driving over to Lutsen, and I'm kind of at peace a little bit until I get lost. And that 6-hour trip turned out to be a 9-hour trip. But honest to God, I really didn't care. I got to Lutsen at about 3 a.m. and I just kind of like stumbled out of the car, and my friend is there like freezing his ass off, looking at a fire because he thought it was 3, I thought it was 6, it ended up being 9. So I finally get there, and he doesn't have a tent or sleeping bags, really. It's October. He brought his friend. So we end up sleeping in his van under a whole bunch of the laundry that I brought. But I have to say that has to be like one of the best nights that I had within that period of time, because it wasn't about me and freaking out and PTSD and losing like my car and my job and school falling apart and everything just going to shit. It was about me standing next to the guy I really super like, just staring up at the sky, and you can see all of the stars because it's in Lutsen. And it was a great night. Thank you.